So I'll go ahead and apologize for the background noise on the road. I have to do my videos as I'm doing life. So you're rolling with me, and it'll get better. But it is where it is right now as I start. So I've got another story that I want to share about my Jamaica journey, my first time in Jamaica. I just remembered something else, and this is it's a funny memory. And I didn't see it exactly for what it was at the moment, but now I do. You know, these XYs like to indoctrinate you, and especially the dusty ones, because they have to try to indoctrinate you so that they can keep you in a space of you're grateful for what you have in a way, and you don't ask for more. So you don't put the squeeze on them. You don't really apply the pressure. So we're in Jamaica, and if you listen to the other podcasts, you know that while I'm there, there's an internal battle going on with me because I'm not really enjoying it like I should be able to and like I want to, because of how we went there, and because of his decision making around that, and because of our decision making, but mostly his. For me, mostly his, because I still did what I had to do to handle a lot of what needed to be handled at home for me and mine. But there's this disappointment about how he just lets things go. And when I say lets things go, there's a reference to that you guys want to listen to. You want to go to to my YouTube and listen to the video that Bourbon Bougie did when I was telling my breakup story, the final It's Over. And there's a part in there that's really important for you to understand about his philosophy of just letting things go. So anyway, let's go back to Jamaica story number 2. While I'm there, I'm noticing, and I actually made reference to it. And some of you chicks are going to say I was trying to poke the bear or upset him. And that's not what it was. I said what I said, and that's it. But when I'm there, I'm noticing several groups of just beautiful black women. And for me, I hadn't seen a lot of that outside of the church women's groups. And no shade to that, and no shade to the black sorority groups either. But that was pretty much all I've seen as far as black women groups. And so it was cool to see other things too. So I'm seeing a sister group of and I saw it in abundance for the first time too. So lots of different groups there, and they're having fun. They're happy. And they're just at peace. And I really love seeing the groups of older black women, friends and sisters. And I talked with some of them. I wanted to hear their stories. It was so cool to like I was so inspired by these goddesses. And sometimes I wanted to know, like, what do you do? I'm this, I'm that, I'm a teacher. I work here. I'm a investment. So for me, it was like, wow, I'm out here. And this was another good takeaway. I'm out here and I'm getting to meet and see these women that are living lives that I'm still building. They're totally self-actualized. I'm maybe, 70-80% of the way. They are like living in their success. I'm still building mine, and I've come a long way. I'm so happy with where I am, but I'm not resting on my laurels either. I need to be in the I have 4 children. So even 100,000 is not enough for me, especially on the East Coast. If you got 4 children, let me tell you, if you live on the East Coast and you have 4 children and you're making only 100, however you're making it, that you're still living in poverty, So anyway, he's noticing and he's seeing it too, but we're having 2 totally different experiences. It's making my heart just smile. Like my soul is just giggling. I'm loving seeing them and the freedom that they have, which I'm not experiencing in this moment because we're in Jamaica and we don't have no business being there because, in order for us to be there, he had to just let everything else go. Like literally just let everything else go, and all money goes to Jamaica. So I'm not truly as happy as I can be there because it wasn't earned. We didn't earn our place and our right to be there. So let me go back to these beautiful black queens. Man, I wish I connected with some of them and actually exchanged names and numbers. But I'm grateful for the moment in passing that I had with so many of them. And just like bigging them up, from the young girl black groups to the city girls. Like shout out to the city girls living their best life, not taking no wooden nickels from these Negroes and nice for what. I love you too. I'm loving all of that. that. So there's just so many different ones. And there's the queen goddess, like Esther Roll energy or something. There was just a smorgasbord of just beautiful Black womanhood out here, being themselves, embracing who they are. And, I needed to see that. I did. And I'm so grateful for that. So I'm grateful for him kind of like really, really pushing for me to go for that. So anyway, he's seeing the same thing I'm seeing. And I'm getting so just happy about it. He is aggravated, you guys. He's aggravated by what he is seeing and experiencing. And he felt the need to try to indoctrinate my mind. Now, when I say he tried to, I mean he tried to, okay? That didn't mean he did. He's never been able to, and no man has ever been able to just totally control my mind, which is why a lot of them have abused me, because they've tried to break me down metaphysically and everything else. And I'm not saying this man did, but men in the past, and we'll get there at some point. And I'll tell you, I'm writing a book and it's out for pre-order, and it talks about that part of my past. It's called Record of Wrong. So visit recordofwrongbook.com and you can get more details about that. How about that? And you can pre-order the book. So anyway, back to this. So he's saying things to me, and it starts out just a couple of words, but I'm ignoring it. So then it gets to be more, then it gets to be, he always accuses me of monologuing, but he actually monologues about these things. So he's giving me a little couple of words here and there, but I'm not listening. So it grows to a few more words. I'm ignoring it, brushing it off. So then it grows to a couple of paragraphs, because he's going to make me hear this, right? And basically his whole thing the whole time was him expressing his disdain for these Black women who don't know his name, don't care about him. Why is their joy bothering you? And why do you feel the need to regurgitate? The worst thing that has happened to the internet lately is all of these dusty dudes with microphones and headphones. So apparently he's listening to these podcasts because he's regurgitating some of this stuff to me, talking about, look at all them. They're pretending. So the summary of what he was saying to me is, look at all these women. They're pretending to be happy, but they're not really happy because they don't have a man. Look at them. They're all out here with themselves. And I don't know if you guys know what a woo girl is, but if you ever watch How I Met Your Mother, there's an episode about this where all these girls are out going, woo! And there's this conversation around the woo girls and how secretly they're all going, woo! And trying to celebrate, and make it seem like they're all happy. But on the inside, they're just basically drinking their sorrows away, and they're bigging each other up and they're gassing each other up because that's all they have, because they go home and they're lonely and all they have are their cats and dogs. And they want these type of men, including the Dusty that I finally had to let go. And this breaks my heart for him, because he doesn't have to be this way. He doesn't. And he wasn't raised to be like this either. And he never presented to be like this either. But let me go back to the point. These men with these dusty attitudes and spirits, this dusty indoctrination, they look at these women who are free and and they're angry. They're angry at their freedom because they can't obtain them. And these women cannot be captured. And the whole reason behind our breakup is because I am a free woman. And no matter what, how dare you, a single mother of 4? How dare you, say that you deserve to be, that you are to be sweated. You deserve to be sweated, and you deserve this and you deserve that. Little girl, you should be happy with whatever I give you. That was the attitude from him. So back to the girls in Jamaica again, because I'm all over the place. But you guys are rolling with me, right? So he's saying to me, because he wants so bad for this to be true, that all these women out here that are without men, and, and look at you, you're here with me. There was a comparison. Look at you. You're here with me. You out here with your man who loves you. That's the indoctrination he was trying to give me. Look at them. They're pretending to be happy, but they have smiles on their face and I don't. And I'm out here with my man, right? My man that's been with me for 5 years, but never proposed to me. But you live in life, secretly, like husband and wife and stuff. I got all them papers on him and that life insurance. I'm going to tell you that. But you're still not affirming our relationship. You're not saying to the world, Because you're still out there looking for this fantasy or, and chasing what you're chasing, but you got me at home. And our relationship eventually just devolved to a situationship because I decided to take the road of sologamy and just be like, you know what? We're friends with benefits. I'm done with this. Until I don't need you anymore for certain things, you can stick around. That's what it wound up finally getting to. But back to Jamaica again. He's trying to say, like, look at all of them. They're not truly happy. You're better than them because you're here with me. Mind you, I'm there with him on my birthday, but I never got a gift. Because the gift was supposed to be that basically we went out there for your friend's wedding. All right, guys, I'm going to leave it there. I got some things to get to. You're rocking with Darling Nikki. And I love that name and I love that song title because for me, it's about a free woman who uses her sexuality in a very powerful way. She didn't need anybody to get her off. Her womanhood was sublime. That song is not about a girl who is a hoe. Think about it. Think about it. And somebody as amazing as that singer Prince, at the end of the song, he is crying. He is crying. Come back, Nikki. Come back. Your little Prince wants to grind, grind, grind. He's crying for her because he can't have her. And what she has to give was not just a grinding session, okay? What she had to give was ethereal. And he's going to forever want that. All right, you guys. Bye-bye.